Hey guys, sorry you're probably sick of videos, but we're gonna do another one. We just had a revelation that the Teams page is really hard for a lot of people to find. We don't know if it's everybody, we don't know if it's on certain computers, but we wanted to let you know how to get to all the really helpful Epic videos if you have had your teams and your channels and your chats all get merged. So on the top of your teams, there's a search bar. Hopefully, we'll be able to insert a picture of that right here in the video. But if you search SGRH space ED, all caps, and then click the little bubble that says teams and channels, it will pull up the right team. And then you can see the Epic channel in our teams that has all the awesome Epic videos that we're trying to keep up for all the different tweaks and problems that we've had. So check those out. Very helpful stuff in there if you can get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then triage. I know we've had about a lot of issues out in triage. It's taking us a long time. We went through and timed one today, and it took like 5 to 10 minutes per triage, depending on how much information is needed and what's going on with the patient. We understand that, and it is frustrating. We are working. We'll get better once we get the muscle memory down and we kind of hone in on what we actually need to get out there. So know that we understand your frustration. We're really sorry. In the meantime, if you need to get some additional resources, have trauma nurse or someone come out and help when it starts to get really backed up. Just remember to give each other some grace. We're all learning this together, and it's tough. And then we're going to continue to use Vocera to voice back and let the nurses know we're bringing them new patients. Some people have tried doing it through the rover and just doesn't quite work as well. So hang in there. It will get better. Be nice to each other.
One thing that the narrator does not have for the code narrator, which we're hoping is going to be really awesome for us eventually, is a debrief form. So for the system to follow up and to get data, and that's how they kind of get the data to go to get with the guidelines. They kind of suggested we keep doing it on paper, not the codes, just the debrief form, and I said no. So we have made a QR code, and we're going to get that laminated and put on all the trauma room computers and probably at the charge nurse test too. So if you have a code, just scan the QR code. After you've done a few of those, let us know how you think that works. I just figured we'd rather scan a QR code than track down an extra piece of paper and tube it to somebody random. So hopefully that'll be a little easier than what they were suggesting. That could be shot down by the system because we just made it up. So we're going to try.
We're good at that. The next thing is we know the narrators have kind of been problematic. We're still working on that. We're still trying to figure out how they work and what's expected of us. Janine and I are going to work on some videos and work on some processes tomorrow. So expect more to come with trauma and everything code. But just know the latest and greatest on conscious sedations. We've been doing them on paper because that narrator was so broken. The system has asked us now to go back in and start using the conscious sedation narrator. They've made some tweaks to it. So we'll transition to that.
And then flu shot season, because it's all happening at the same time. This year, in order to be able to administer a flu shot, which we fought against, we think is crazy, they're making us do extra training to certify that we're okay to give each other flu shots. To be clear, you don't need that training to give the patient the flu shot, just your coworkers. We wish we could overrule that. We can't. They're going to email, they asked for flu shot champions, which would basically be a couple people a unit that were the only people that could do a flu shot, which we didn't think was reasonable. So we've now asked that they send it to all of our nurses, so that if you are going to give somebody a flu shot, you have to do this flu shot training. It's on your email. I did it in like 10 minutes. All the videos, if you let them play at their natural speed, are closer to an hour. There's a little form at the end that's kind of tricky. I think it was question 9, but basically you already know how to give flu shots. You can answer the questions. If you fast forward to the end of the video and just let the last 2 seconds play, it goes really quickly. So when you see that in your email, if you would do it, that would be great.
Awesome.
If you don't do it, please don't give any of your coworkers a flu shot.
Last thing is we have charge nurse and staff meeting next week. So we want to celebrate you and all the hard work that you guys have all put into this transition to Epic, because we know it has not been easy. So we'll have food and everything there. And then we want to open it up to you guys and your questions and your needs for Epic. And we will have Janine and everybody there that's really good with Epic, and we can answer your questions about Epic. We can look at workflows, the things that are frustrating you. Any questions you have related to Epic, we want to address them in that meeting and just celebrate you and all your hard work. So thank you.
We're going to put a big post-it up at the station, maybe a couple places, and write your ideas on there. Or if somebody has an idea that you are like, oh yeah, I'd really like to see that, exclamation mark or something like that. So the most needed and most wanted things, we can make sure we spend our time on those and then progressively down. So
Yeah, be
Okay.
thinking about what things you do want to see and work through. So awesome.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.